What's poppin', guys? Back with another update. Since my last update, it's been a little while, probably almost a month now since I made the video with my worst trade ever, and it's been a very rocky, um, very rocky period of trading. Since that trade, I've had two more red weeks, and March is probably no doubt gonna be a red month. And pretty much, I've just been trying to stay afloat these past few weeks and not blow up my account. Thankfully, I haven't blown up my account. I haven't done like the stupid shit I used to do last year where I just blindly press buttons and build these absurd positions. That being said, I've still taken positions that I had no business sizing in on, risk that frankly aren't even like part of my system. It's like I wasn't even really paying attention to risk because it's like in the back of my mind, I'm assuming this is gonna go in my favor. But if you've been trading and you've been paying attention to large caps recently, you'll see that the markets have definitely taken a big pullback. We're in correction territory. The bears are feasting, and there's been a lot of rough days with the Nasdaq, Tesla, and Nasdaq is primarily what I've been making my money on, dip buying options. And unfortunately, like bounces just haven't been good. And not even with the Nasdaq, I also got wrecked on GME. Like when the run started again, I had gotten puts expecting that thing to fall apart, and it never did. It held, and so I took like 2K loss on that. So I've been taking, so ever since my worst trade where I lost like 6 grand in a day. Then the week after, I had another day where I lost over 4 grand, and I ended that week down like over 3K. And March, this is probably gonna be a 5-figure red month. So I went from being up to having 10K months. Then in February, even though I had my worst trade in February, I still finished green by like 1,000. And then now I'm probably gonna have a 10,000 red month. And that's why I kind of wasn't uploading. At the same time, I realized I probably should, to show you the reality and like not just say, hey, I'm having all these like green months. It's just to show you where my trading is at. But also just for myself, so I could like put these progress points as videos and look back at it. But I'm not letting it really tear me down. I think it would be worse if I was actually trading a system that I built, that I did all the studying on, and then it was falling apart. But really, when I look back at it, that isn't what's happening. It's the fact that my discipline was broken in how I traded that system. So it just came down to not respecting risk and not adapting to the current market. And also just the fact that when I look at the consistency, like I'm going to show you the screenshots. So like you'll see the red days compared to the green days. Like you'll see that I'm having this consistency where a lot of my green days are over 500 Canadian. I do have some days. So there were some days in March where I was barely making like 50 to 100, like especially at the beginning of the week, because my confidence was so torn after those red days that I'd start the week not confident, take plays, and then by midweek I'd be like, oh shit, I'm not making what I wanted to be making, what I expect to be making, and then I'll push it, and then sometimes that doesn't work out. So really, it's just looking at the bad days, because the bad days are like 5 to 10 times what one day of gains is, which is a major problem. So it's really looking at why that problem is happening, and making sure it doesn't happen again. And it's like I'm doing different things, like trying to get my discipline, like writing out contracts and signing them. Like if you don't do this, you have to pull money out of your account. And I pulled money out of my account, and thankfully I did pull money out of my account. But now it's like I'm stuck being more careful in my trading because I don't have the account size I used to, where I was more confident taking position sizes. But that being said, my account is still like over 10K, so it's like I should still be able to build up with this account size. And it's not even really about the profit and loss. It's more about the system. And this week, especially after I took my biggest loss, no, not my biggest loss, but after I took a string of losses that really is the reason that this month is going to be a 5-figure red month, it really made me own in on the system. And I'm kind of slowly starting to find my confidence back, but I'm just going to let things play out. I'm just going to play my system. And until I see consistency, like I'm talking like not just 1 week, a couple weeks, up to like a month, then I'll know, okay, I've found my footing in this current market. Let's fucking go. Because after that that red week, and I think after the red week after that, I did have one green week where I made like 2K, and then this week is another red week. So it's like out of the past 4 weeks of trading, 3 of those weeks have been red, which is a complete disaster. And like it's my first red month since June of 2020, when I really knew I had to buckle down. I was like at my lowest. I was down almost 30 grand Canadian overall in my trading career. So I'm gonna try to put some more videos out. I mean, like back in February, I did like pay to get the video editing software Lightworks so I could start putting out videos consistently. But I just was going through a rough period, just not even with trading, my health as well, binge eating, not taking care of myself, dealing with my health issues and just making them worse. So I'm just trying to get back into it, and I'm looking at this like as a long-term game. This is just a 1 month blip in like a 30-40 years career plus. So this just wanted to make a quick update to show you where I'm at right now. Didn't blow up, still around. Pulled money out of my account. Did lose quite a bit of money, but live to see another trading day. So let me know in the comments how your trading is going. I'm thinking my next video is going to be a review of Mark Croock's Evolve Trader program, since the Tim Sykes review video got most of the views I've been getting recently. And also just let me know in the comments if like what you think of the scanners I'll be putting up every morning, and like if there's anything you think I should be adding to the scanners or any video ideas. And let me know how your trading is going, of course. Stay safe. These markets are crazy, but there's been there was a period where the opportunities died down, and then I noticed recently like some of them started coming back. We had the NFT sector blowing up, and then GME has been going. GME is it's a little bit hard to read, but I'm getting better at reading GME after those losses. I took a step back from GME, but now I'm kind of figuring how to hack at it again. And same with the NASDAQ. I've been really specifying my system, putting certain price levels where I'm going to make my entries, levels where I'm going to cut risk. So now it's just a matter of, okay, I have the system, I have all the studying, I have all my notes, but how will I act on it when the situation presents itself right in front of me and when I actually have money in a position? Take it easy. Have a good weekend. Be back soon.